Hello, guys. Welcome to today's live stream. Today is the third day of February. Hello. Say hello as you're popping on. We are getting ready to dive right in. Make sure you for sure have a notebook and you have a pen. I am going to recap the email that I sent out just to catch anyone up to speed on what today's live stream is all about. So as you can see for the title, just over $3,000 the first 2 days of February. How did I do it, right? Or here is how I do it. Yesterday, I did a live stream and I talked about how to choose a mentor to help you in making money online if that is something that you're looking for. A lot of times people don't know what they're looking for. They just know they want help. And because I consider myself a really great mentor and I have, mentorship, a mentorship container to help people that want to make money online, I figured that I would actually talk about like what you want to actually look for so that you invest your money correctly when you are making these decisions. And one of the things that I talked about is like, don't follow someone or like decide to do business with someone just because of the money that they're spouting off. What you should care about more than anything is not how much money they're making. Like, yes, that's very inspiring, but their money is not your money. My money is not your money. The $3,000 I made in the first 2 days, not your money. What's more important to you is how they actually do it. And so you always want to be looking for someone that's willing to break down like how they actually did it so that you actually have a base to model, because that's what mentorship is really all about. Someone that's gone before you, has gotten results that you would like for yourself, and they're willing to like share the journey with you. They're willing to say, I've paved the path, right? This is what you do, right? The path is clear. Come on, do this. And so that's what I'm showing up today to actually share with you is the first 2 days of February. Yes, I made just over $3,000. I had someone else that commented on one of my videos a couple of days ago and said, did you really do 3,000? The number that I shared, did you really do that in 1 week? And I'm like, yes, I really did that. Like, of course we can all lie about these things, but it's just like, why am I just going to go on record just to make up lies and make up stories? Like, it's a waste of everyone's time. And for me, I just always want to operate from a place of transparency and what's really happening so that I can inspire more people that want to achieve like results. So today we are going to actually break down and like my email said, this is going to be a different kind of conversation because I know oftentimes we're looking for like how, like tell me exactly, like tell me how, like tell me the steps, and I'm going to definitely do that. But there's a bigger picture around it all. And in my email, I said, I talked about what I'm going to do today. And I said, look, okay. And this is like the best way that I can break into this. Hey, her digital lemonade. Hey, tripping around life. This is the best way that I can like break into this. All right. I've been in this space for 16 years and I'm just going to go right back to my email. Like, why mess up? Good copy, right? I've been in this space for 16 years. It's fair to say that I have experienced a lot, and so much of the success that is had online is had because of what I'm going to share today. All right. The crazy thing is that most gurus are not sharing it. They're not saying it or even shedding light on it. Right. But today, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, as close as possible, like just have a conversation with you to really, really help you. But I'm going to say this up front. As much as I would love for this to like be a viral video, and I would love for this to impact thousands and thousands of lives, and I would love for thousands and thousands and thousands of people to, consume this, what I know is that it's going to go over most people's heads because they're not ready for it. Because the majority of people, not only are the masses failing, and I think this is so important to say up front. If you understand the masses are failing, like 84% of people that are attempting to have a business, they're failing at it. So if we know the masses are failing, why do we try to be like the masses? Why do we try to think like the masses? Why do we use the masses as the barometer of what we should do, how we should operate, how we should get down, how we should make buying decisions? Why do we look at the masses and think like that's the prototype? We have, and I'm going to keep saying this, like, as long as I need to this year, I want to remind people the masses are failing. That's not who we want to model. It's not who we want to base our decisions on, right? We want to look for people that are saying like, yes, I'm succeeding. I'm making money. I have figured it out. I've got my hands on something that's making sense. Like, I'm doing this for myself, right? And I'm willing to share it with you as well. right? You want to find people, right, that have like figured it out and they're willing to take you on the journey and to open your mind and stop thinking like the masses. Because if you don't want to be like the masses, you've got to separate yourself from the masses and you've got to decide to do something else. And so the title, the email that I sent out, I said, this is going to be an uneasy live stream. First off, I don't like talking about money. Not in the capacity of like, this is what I earned. I really like teaching. I really like sharing, but I feel like I should talk about like my results to inspire other people, right? Like I feel like I should, right? Because I'm always going to come from a place of like, this is how it happened. And this is the real talk, right? Around how it was actually possible. So like I said, like if you feel, and I didn't even have this planned as part of my, live, but if you feel like someone else needs to hear this message, I don't often ask this. I hardly ever, like, please share this, because like I said, this is one of those messages where I know if more people could really hear it, I truly believe the direction of their business could change, because they're going to hear something different than what everyone else is out there sharing, because either they're listening to the masses that are failing, or they're listening to gurus. And I dig Russell Brunson, but I'm not down for messages like you're one funnel away. It's just not the truth. It would be if I told you, right, Shantae, you're one video away. That's just not the truth. No one is one of anything away. It takes a series of decisions, a series of choices, right? Like showing up every single day takes so much more than to think that you're just one funnel away, one email away, one of anything away, right? It takes so much more. And again, that's why I really want more people that are maybe listening to the wrong people and doing the right things, but they don't have the right mindset or understanding around it, which really does make the difference. I'm telling you. All right. And so the way I'm going to break it down today and help you, I believe, again, if you get it, it will literally change your business. We're not talking about like, oh, you're going to get rich quick. No, it's going to get you to a point where you will begin to manifest more results in your business because of the way you begin to do the thing, right? Because of the way that you begin to do the thing. And that's what's really, really important. All right. So if you're here live with me, say ready. I know it's Saturday, and if you're in a space like me, it's gorgeous. Right. But my business is my life. My life is my business. And when I feel like I need to share, right, I do that. And February for me, right, I've been calling it, right, big love, big energy, big breakthroughs. And my focus, as is the charge that I gave my entire community, is allow this to be the month where you take your people on the journey with you. You take them on a journey. You really, really help them. You help them level up. You help them get it. Like whatever that means for you, that you take your people on a journey. And like literally, it's the third day. I think I've showed up every single day this month thus far. I just don't want to let the day to get away. I want to teach and inspire and empower every single day, right? So her digital lemonade, I can't wait to hear this. Yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and break into it. So as you can see, the title is just over 3,000 the first 2 days of February. No cap. It's not a lie. It's not clickbait, anything like that. All right. Yes, over $3,000 between February 1 and February 2. All right. I want to spell it out. Revenue. All right. Revenue. All right. And I'm going to share like what's really behind it and what you want to learn how to adapt and how to do for yourself. So I would definitely have a notebook. All right. Would definitely have a notebook. All right. So the first thing, I think it's really important for you to get in a frame of mind of understanding your business is not about checking off boxes. For those that have hung out with me for a while, I've been saying this for a while. It's not about checking off boxes. If it was about checking off boxes, then I would always have this nice organized plan. But my business very much so is driven by what can I do? What can I give? How can I show up to serve, right, my target market? And did I know this message was going to happen today? No, I didn't. So if my business was just about checking off boxes, then it would be filled with a lot of doing that lacked substance. It would be filled with a lot of doing that lacked connection. It would be filled with a lot of doing that was just about keywords and key phrases, and it would have no humanness to it. So it's so much bigger. Even though I'm going to break down, I'm going to tell you guys like exactly the practical parts of my business, right? In terms of like how it's helped me to manifest this, but it's bigger than me just doing the things. That's the most important thing. When people tell me they struggle, I'm like, yeah, because you're trying to do the thing, right? And that's great. We've got to do the thing. But again, the way we do the thing makes a difference. And if you are doing the thing with the right energy, with the right focus, right? It's not hard to do the thing. I want you to really think about that. So again, I'm going to say this again because I want you to go into what I'm getting ready to share the right way. The masses are failing. Okay? The masses are failing. Right now, write down on your notebook, who am I listening to? Because everyone shouldn't have your ear. You should be listening to people that are proven. You should be listening to people that have already gone and experienced what you want to do and what you want to experience. So if the masses are failing, okay, meaning making money online, having a business, if they are failing, we've got to stop doing what they are doing. We've got to stop thinking like they are thinking. We've got to stop making decisions and choices like they are making. We've got to stop being like them. Okay, I'm taking a dramatic pause right now because I want you to really write that down. I want you to let it sink it in. And I want you to think about it from a place of like, wow, how closely akin to the masses, right, do I think and behave and show up? And the choices and decisions that I make. Am I constantly making excuses? Oh, I'm like the masses. No wonder I'm getting what the masses are getting. If we want something different, we've got to do something different. If you ever felt like, oh my gosh, like I feel weird, the thing is you are. Why do you think I feel uneasy about this live today? Because to me, this live is weird. It's weird to me. The way that I'm trying to deliver this to help people really get the deeper focus around how we pull this off. Again, I've been online 16 years. I've experienced a lot. I've tried things in a certain way and I've gotten results. I've tried things in other ways and I've gotten results. And what I'm telling you is what I know right now. Like this is the truest and the most direct path that I would share with anyone that's really like soul searching. Like, how do they make this real for themselves? Because while there is no true right or wrong, everyone finds their success a certain way, and then it's up to them, right? And honestly, it's their obligation if they're going to help other people to share that path in that direction. And those that are meant to get it the way that person has broken it down and shared it and delivered, guess what? That person is going to hear it the way they need to hear it, and they'll be able to take off and do what their mentor's done and get success for themselves. Those that need to hear it the way that I'm delivering it and get it the way that I get it and decide to do what it is that I do, they'll take off because for them, they're listening for something. Am I getting you here? They're actually listening for something. They're not just listening to, oh, go do a video and I'll be successful. Oh, get on YouTube and I'll be successful. Oh, build an email list and I'll be successful. They're actually listening for like that intrinsic value, that something, right? That's not just about the practical, but it's understanding it on a deeper level. And believe it or not, those are the lessons that the gurus aren't just throwing out there. The people that are really, really getting it at this level, they're paying the really, really big bucks for proximity to a lot of these gurus. And they're changing the way that they think about doing, which is the big difference maker. And I'm giving you free game around it today. Because I don't want to just rattle off, right? Create content, build your email list, because it's just not that alone. I really, really, really want you to get this. So if you ever feel like, but I just feel weird, the thing is, the masses are failing. If you know you're not going in that direction, you're not trending toward the masses, you're going to feel weird. You're going to feel challenged. You're going to feel tried, right? You're going to feel a little bit, maybe even outside of yourself. And then when you really decide to like stick this out and decide, yeah, you know what? I'm just not normal. And that's a good thing, because the masses that claim to be normal are the ones that aren't succeeding and they're having a hard time. You don't want that. All right. You don't want that. All right. So here we go. Someone say ready. Someone say ready. So with every step, I'm going to try to give you a little something extra to really help you understand the practical side of it. And then like, again, how I look at it a little bit deeper, so that literally every single thing that I do has meaning in my business, has impact, that I'm able to get results from. I shared this yesterday and I'll share it again today. If you are looking for a mentor, you're looking for someone to help you, start understanding you've got to look beyond the information. You've got to look beyond whatever they're giving you as content. And you've got to start paying attention more to how they're showing up, how they're actually doing, right? When you read their emails, are you really reading the emails? When you watch them, do videos or lives or do their reels or whatever, are you really like consuming? Are you really watching? Or are you just trying to copy their talking points? Copy their keywords? Copy the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like just copy the top of it. Or are you looking for substance? That's what makes a difference. All right. So number one, okay, again, just over $3,000 the first 2 days of February. Here's how. Number one, okay, I became a digital marketer and I committed to mastering all of these skills. Okay. So this wasn't something I decided upon overnight. Many, many years ago, I decided to learn digital marketing. I decided to learn what being an online business builder was all about. I decided to learn internet marketing. Like I decided to learn all of the nitty-gritty details about what it really takes to make money online. I have listened to the Russell Brunsons. I have listened to the Frank Kerns. I have listened to many, many gurus that are out there, bought their courses, have been in their programs, all kinds of stuff. But along the years, I really had to figure this out for myself. I had to figure out, right, how I was going to carve my way in this digital marketing niche. Because I knew I wasn't a Russell Brunson. I wasn't a Frank Kern. I'm not an Amy Porterfield. I'm not a Marie Forleo. I'm not a Ryan Dice. Like I'm so many names I can rattle off, right? I'm not a David Sharp. I'm so many really, really great people. I'm none of them. Yeah, but I love the heck out of digital marketing. For a while, I walked away from digital marketing and I was like, no, that's not really what I do. And I tried to teach this online business stuff in a different way, and it did no one any good. The fact of actually just claiming the fact that, yeah, this is what we do. I don't have a digital marketer in my business. Therefore, I am the digital marketing department. So number one, like I really do pride myself, and I shared this in a mentorship call we did the other night. I really pride myself on being a woman of color that's really dope at digital marketing. I pride myself on that. It's like I wear it on my sleeve because there's so many people of color that are afraid of tech, that are afraid of getting in there and like getting dirty with the tech, right? They're afraid of taking the time or investing in themselves to learn this stuff. And so number one, right, I decided that digital marketing like was the way. It's how we're all going to succeed. So the reason I share this is because there's a couple of things, okay? It's important to know the results I got the first 2 days. While a great majority of those results, and this should be good news to everyone, a great majority of those results happened through people that had just become aware of me. Okay, like less than a month, had just become aware of me, which means anyone can decide to do this. But making these kind of decisions all along the way and being super committed to my ultimate journey, no matter what it looked like during certain spans of time, longevity plays a role in it too. Okay, like it all plays a role. Deciding to be here. And that this isn't about, a sprint. It's not about what can I make happen really fast. It's never been my mindset. I'm always building bricks. I'm going to do some banger videos. I'm going to do some videos that don't do so well. I'm going to do shorts that do well, shorts that don't do so well. Like I'm going to nail aspects of my business. There's other aspects I'm not going to nail. So I'm never looking for something to go viral in order to hit a home run. I'm just constantly I'm just constantly getting people on base, right? Because I know if we keep doing that, we're going to keep getting the runs in. Right? So deciding to learn this stuff and become a student and hone my craft and master my craft has always been number one priority inside of my business, because times do change. We got to stay up on things, right? But first we do have to lay foundations. So if you've been putting off learning digital marketing, the one thing I'm going to tell you right now is you're going to put yourself in the group of the masses and you're going to fail. It's not about a program. My success online has never been about a program. Has never been about what I was promoting or what I was selling. It was about how well I've learned how to use these platforms to put myself out there to connect with other people. And we'll talk more about that. Number 2, okay, I've committed. This right here, you guys, is the difference maker. Okay. And I say this because I see way too many people that start and stop. You cannot start and stop. You kill your business every single time you do. So if I was in a mode over the past 2 or 3 months of doing a video, and because it doesn't take off, I go weeks without doing a video, I'm telling you right now, the results that I got over the past 2 days, they would not have been those results. I want to say that because I want it to be a wake-up call for anyone that's perpetually starting and stopping. Okay, you're on the other side of the coin of prolific. So number 2 is I've committed to being a prolific content creator. Whether I feel like I hit the mark or I don't hit the mark, I'm committed to getting out there and being prolific with my content creation. Why? Because the internet's given us all of these platforms for free. They've given us these platforms for us just to show up and mess up on. Go have some fun, create content, connect with people, and learn as we go. What are we waiting for? So you're either going to be prolific with content creating or you're going to be prolific with failing. It's just the way it is, because that's the way of the internet. It's like having a brick and mortar store and running a billboard sign. And because you don't make a gazillion dollars your first month, you close up the billboard sign and you just hope the people will find you. You just hope your business will take off. You hope friends and family will spread the word. When you shut down the very thing that has the only potential to send you people, you guys, and that's the internet. That's the internet. When you stop creating content or you don't commit to content, you are literally shutting your business down from the only activity that has the opportunity to send brand new people your way that are not aware of you and to buy from you. So literally my decision to be prolific with creating content and rocking steady with this has made the biggest difference in my business. Because if I'm prolific with my content, guess what? Brand new people can discover me every single day. Are brand new people discovering you every single day? You guys, that every single day makes a difference. It makes a difference. It's not okay for brand new people not to be discovering you. It's not okay not to be generating new views or to be getting new engagement or to be adding new people into your email list. It's not okay. Your business has to grow in those areas first before there's any expectation of money. That's the way that I look at it. And it all starts with you deciding to be prolific with your content creation. I don't care whether that's running paid ads, that's still content. And even though you're throwing money behind it, it's prolific, it's out there, it's constantly running. Or whether that means every single day I'm on YouTube one way or another. I can't tell you guys, over this past week alone, the people that have said, oh yeah, I just went to YouTube and your video was right there, right? I went to YouTube and you were live. Some of these people are just my friends in the space and they're like, oh yeah, I don't even know how it happened, but I think I went to YouTube and you were live. And one of my friends was like, I think you're always live, aren't you? That is what you want. That is what you want. So again, I'm going to talk about the deeper meaning behind like being a prolific content creator. When you're not prolific, what you're saying is that I'm going to stop creating content, or I'm not going to start creating content because I don't feel like my content's any good. When you understand there's no certain number, meaning your video doesn't have to get hundreds of views in order to get a sale. If you understand every single view is a person, let's just call it one person. Who's to say you can't put up a video, someone watches the video, entirely relates with your message and says, I believe this is it. I believe this is what I should be doing. I believe this is what I should go buy. Who says that can't be real? I shared this the other day. I put up a video and I only had 19 views on it. At that point, it had been up like an hour, 19 views, and someone had bought. This person is not like an existing customer. They're not on my email list. I don't know who they are. I don't recognize the name. 19 views, and they bought from that video. They even commented under the video and said, I just bought. So by being prolific, what you're saying is you're recognizing that there are millions of people out there. And who am I to say how many views it's going to take for someone to decide they want to buy from me, or to decide they want to jump on my email list to learn more about what I have to offer, or decide to subscribe and hang out on my YouTube channel? Who's to say? So we're literally like taking success away from ourselves when we decide not to be prolific. It's one of the best words I heard to describe the way we should be content creators. It's almost like we're not concerned, we're not worried, we can't be bothered with whether it's good or bad. Now, clearly, right? Like we're always shooting for, I want to create content that connects. But again, who are you to say what's good or bad or what's going to connect? There are instances, you guys, where my gut was like, take the video down. And I was like, no, but that's stupid. Like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean there's not people out there that are going to find it helpful. And more often than not, it's those videos that end up taking off. And it's those videos where people are like, what are you talking about, Steph? That video was the bomb. Or people respond in kind. And it reminds me, again, I'm not the one that should be judging my content like that. And so because I understand, if you write this down and you keep reading it, at some point you're going to wake up and it's going to be a part of like your DNA. It's impossible to fail. It's impossible to fail. No one can tell me that I should do videos in a different way or in a certain way in order to achieve results. No one can tell me that I could fail at doing videos. No one can tell me that my success isn't certain. I know that if I'm committed to being prolific with my content creation, I'm going to win. I'm going to win all day long. So therefore, since that is a mindset, that is a way of my business, and I'm available to win every single day. Being a prolific content creator, okay? This is exactly how people that didn't know me 30 days ago or were not in my buying space 30 days ago have been able to buy from me over the past 30 days. How would you like to know over half of your customer base didn't know you 30 days ago? That levels the playing field for anyone that's willing to get out there and be prolific in this way. It means you can be brand new and get out there and begin to create content in the way where people can discover you and decide, I found exactly what I was looking for. So if you're reading this or listening to this now and you know this is like separating, you're like, I'm not prolific with my content creating. Instead, I'm prolific with not doing. I'm prolific with second guessing myself. I'm prolific with all the things that are opposite of being prolific with the things that are going to lead you to success. Just flip the switch. Just flip the switch. It's just content. It's literally just content. Number 3, okay? I use systems, and building my email list is really important. So many emails that I got this month, right, over the past month, right, that led to sales over, again, these past 2 days were from people that joined my email list, like I said, about less than a month ago. But because emails are constantly being sent out, they're replying, right? Steph, I'll be joining on X date. Steph, I have a question. Steph, yes, I want to get started, but I just have a question. Having an email list has allowed me to send out promos and to send out specials. Hey, I'm working with 7 people this month, right? The first 7, right? You're going to work one-on-one with me. If I don't have an email list, that message is not the same. It doesn't communicate the same. It might not hit the same if I'm relying upon social and or YouTube. An email list is just a different connection. It's personal. People feel like, wow, she sent it directly to me, right? Or they feel empowered to hit reply and say, absolutely, I want to take action. So in this instance, when I say my email list is important, when I sent out that promo, guess what? Someone replied within, I don't know, a couple of minutes, I want to say. And within a couple of minutes of me answering their questions, they bought the course. Now that's a $500 decision because I had an email list. I've been building an email list. But yet, even that person was only on my email list for like 4 days, 4 to 6 days. And having an email list allows me to be able to meet my prospective buyers at times where it makes sense for them. I can make them offers. I can run promos. I can communicate with them in a certain way. I can ask them to hit reply. I can have real conversations with them. So again, here's where it goes. I'm not getting results because I have an email list. I know by having an email list, it gives me more leverage. And I know what to do and how to communicate. Again, remember, my business is not about just checking off boxes, but my mind is always spinning with ways to meet my people where they are. Write this down. This is powerful, what I'm getting ready to say. To help them make decisions they already want to make. See, I believe every person on my email list is not someone that's just inquiring about what I sell. I believe each and every one of them want to buy the course. They want to learn digital marketing. They want to get in the game. Therefore, I speak to them as such. So I just feel like my job with every email I send, whether it's a sequence or whether it's, I fire it off. I just believe I'm talking to people that want to make this decision for themselves. And every single email helps them to make this decision. So where some people will look at it, well, Steph, I've been building an email list. Yes, but how are you treating your email list? What space are you stepping into when you're conducting business with your email list? What's your expectation for yourself when you're conducting business with your email list? Do you know why you're actually building your email list? Because anyone can build an email list, but not anyone can be successful having an email list. I want you to think about that. I've just simply made a decision. Oh, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to convert people. But let's just have the honest conversation. It's also because I bring them into my email list the right way. I bring the right people into my email list because of all of the considerations I've made in my business prior to them coming onto my email list. The energy behind your overall business makes a difference. I have no fear. I have no doubt. I have no worry. I'm not thinking I'm going to break my business. I'm very directional. I'm very focused. I'm very honed in. And I know at all times that I'm talking to people that want to make the decision to grow their online business or to get started with their online business. If they're not, and they have misplaced themselves, because I didn't place them there, they will remove themselves. But I am always sure about my messaging. I'm always sure who I'm talking to. If they read an email, they're like, well, no, this is not me. They can remove themselves. But I am always sure about my steps and what it is that I do. Do you see how like that attitude, that energy is different than someone that's like, well, I'm building an email list and I don't know why people aren't buying. My emails are firing off. Like, I don't know. Different. Entirely different. So again, it's not about checking off boxes. It's about doing things in a certain way and knowing, write this part down, knowing that your success is certain. Ask yourself this question. What would you do different if you knew your success was certain? If you're sitting on the fence right now, would you invest in the course and claim this digital asset if you knew your success was certain? And honestly, those are the only people that should buy the course. Don't buy the course because you're hoping. Buy the course because you know your success is certain and you know you're just lacking this element to help you put the pieces together. Do you see how even that mindset is different? Someone that's like, I'm really hoping stuff, this could be the thing. I'm investing this $500. It's the last money that I have. I really hope this could be the thing. And someone that's like, right? Oh, Steph, like say less. Like this is the missing piece I've been looking for. Like I'm investing. Like this is the missing piece, right? My success is locked in. I've just been missing this element. Mindsets are totally different. Someone that's looking for something and think that their success lies in that thing versus someone that says, oh, this is going to be an accelerant. Like this is exactly what I know that I've been missing. So what would you do different? How would you operate your business different? How would you show up different if you knew your success was certain? Would you be that prolific content creator? Would you get off this live stream and be so inspired where you're like, I can't let another day go by and today starts that day? Let me go figure out how to go live, or let me go figure out how to upload a video. Let me figure out how to do a short or do a reel. Let me just get out there and just begin sharing what it is I feel like I need to share to start building my business. Again, if you knew success was certain, period. We can hone and master and finesse later. But can you just lock in on that your success is certain and just begin to do the things, right, that are going to lead you in the right direction and worry about honing, mastering, and finessing as you go? Because all of those things initially will hold you back. They will immobilize you, right? Like literally, they will stall you out. I really hope this is helping you. Number 4. Okay, number 4. I already shared that. Okay, number 4. I'm really consistent with my call to action. I give it every single day. Are you asking people to buy your thing every single day? Every single day. I'm consistent with my call to action, whether it's through email, whether it's through multiple emails a day, whether it's through live streams, whether it's through videos, doesn't matter what it is. I am giving call to actions every single day. I am stacking the cards in my favor just because I do. And again, the mindset for me around it is, it's not about who's not ready. It's not about who's going to say no. It's not about who might subscribe because I keep talking about this thing. It's literally about the one person that my business needs to say yes for the day. It's about the one person that needs to hear my message for the day. It's about the one person that needs to know such an opportunity is available for them for the day. It's not about, well, my email list only has 5 people, so I'm not going to send an email and give a call to action because there's only 5 people on my email list. I want you to think about your numbers differently all the time in your business. Let's say there's 5 people, all right? And they're the same 5 people. But let's say these 5 people are on an email list of only those 5 people. What's the difference between those 5 people being on an email list with an extra 1,000 people? So now we have these 1,000, and now we're throwing them into this dynamic or this group here. They're still the same 5 people. So isn't it fair to assume that being 5 people over here, that one of those people, if they're ready, could still pop up out of those 5 people and be someone that pays you for your product or your service or your offer? So why would you treat these 5 people differently because it's only 5 people? Are you forgetting they're 5 individuals or 5 humans? And then it doesn't take 1,000 of them for one of them to decide they want what you have to offer. Yes, I understand stats and I understand averages. I understand all those things. But again, if your success is certain and you didn't worry about those things, how would you do things differently if it wasn't about I can only do if I have a large pool of people? How would you do things differently? My live streams, like when I go live, I don't have hordes of people. But my live streams historically and statistically make me money. They make me money real time. People come on my live streams all the time that make buying decisions. And my live streams go on to live forever where they get more play. And people discover them, hours later, days later, weeks later, and those live streams, those replays have the ability to build my email list, create new awareness, build know, like, and trust, and make me money. So if you stop looking at everything as I don't have enough people, and you're like, wait, all it takes is one person to say yes. I could be live right now with one person listening, and that one person could be like, Steph, thank you for showing up for me today. I've been watching your videos for a week. You said exactly what I needed you to say today. I'm ready to join. Again, is it fair to assume that one person could have been watching all by themselves and make the decision to join, or they could have been watching with 1,000 people and still make the decision to join? The 1,000 or the 999 could be saying no for whatever reasons. This one person still wants to say yes. Does it take them being in a group of 1,000 to say yes, or can they say yes all by themselves? So when you stop treating your business as if you don't have enough people, enough eyeballs, enough views, enough whatever, and you start realizing it's literally all about showing up for that one person that needs to hear your message, that needs to understand, that needs you to be a resource for them for the day, your business changes. Write this down. It has to. So do you see how this mindset of it has to change is different than the way you might likely think right now? I understand the way that I choose to navigate my business. It means my business has to change. It has to move in a certain way. It has to yield to what I'm giving it. It has to. It has to. So because I have that mindset, I'm not going to give it junk. I'm not going to not show up. I'm not going to not do. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to worry, because I already know that people are already there. Everyone meant to pay me in 2024 is already out there somewhere, somehow. It might not be any of y'all. It might not be anyone watching me right now. And guess what? I am good with that. I am good with that, because every single person meant to pay me this year, they're already out there. So my only job is to show up every single day, create the content that can connect with them. Because at some point, if they're not already searching, there's going to come a point in time where they're going to begin searching and looking and being very open to taking action. And because I created the content ahead of time to connect with them, guess what? They will make the buying decision, because they're already out there. They're already my buyer. They're already my customer. They don't even know it yet. They don't even know it yet. So when we stop believing that I create content because I've got to create customers, instead, no, I'm creating content because my people are already out there. I need to connect with them. I'm telling you, baby, you will become that prolific content creator. You will get out of your own way. And again, your mindset will simply be, well, my business, I've got to make money. Like, I'm doing these, I've got to make money. It's way more likely that I'm going to make money than not make money. That's how I enter every single day. There's way too much money out there. I don't care what the economy is doing. The money is still the money. The money is still out there. People are still buying and spending. People still want things. I used to always say this jokingly, but it's true. As long as Louis Vuitton is still open and doing business, I'm not going nowhere. As long as people are still willing to spend thousands of dollars on purses, I'm going to show up and I'm going to inspire the person that wants to build a business. Money is not affected the way we think it's affected. People will always pay and invest in what they want. And what I know is that my ideal person, they want something and they're willing to invest and or pay to get it. Therefore, guess what? My business will make money. Do you see how that mindset, that attitude going into anything that I do, it overrides, right? Having fear, doubt, or what the economy has to say about it. It just does. And my business has to bend to that attitude. It has to respond to that attitude. Because I'm not giving it anything less than that. I'm not giving it worry, doubt, what if? I'm showing up in a way, again, because I know and here's the thing. I don't believe there's enough money. I don't believe my customers are already out there. I know. And literally, I truly believe that knowing all by itself is the X factor, is what I bring to the plate that most people do not. It's what these big gurus bring to the plate. Why do you think they're willing to go as hard as they do? They're willing to be as bold as they are. They're willing to be polarizing. There are all these individual things that make them unique in what they do, is because they know they can't fail. They know their customers, their buyers are already out there. They're willing to go hard in the paint. They're willing to be fouled. They're willing to put in the extra time. These are the things, you guys, that make a difference. Number 5. Right, number 5. Okay, this was a biggie as well. And again, I would honestly have to say this was more of me deciding to hone, master, and really begin to finesse my business in a serious way, where I never took it as serious. All right, is I got solid on my target market and the person I'm talking to. All right, I was talking to her Digital Lemonade, matter of fact, yesterday. She was an action taker, and she has one-on-one access to me for this month. And she was sharing with me like where she wants to go and all these individual things. And when I was riffing back to her, she's like, I can like show you the message. She's like, I feel like you've been reading my journal. And I said, because that's how it should feel. That's how it should feel. I said, and you're not the first person nor the last that will ever say that. That's exactly how it should feel. Because I've already done the work to attract you into my world, which is why you're here in the first place. So when I work with you on a one-on-one level, you should feel like I know you, because I've already been doing the work long before I even met you, long before I even knew you were a thing. That's why you're here. So when you get solid on your target market, do you guys see why like there's little perfection about my delivery? You even though you're across the screen, you likely feel like you're just listening. You're part of a conversation, but you're not here. You likely get the vibe that if you met me, it would be the same energy, the same vibe. You likely don't feel like I'm putting on a presentation or putting on a show or reading from a script. It's because I know my target market, and I'm telling you, by knowing my target market and then the person that I'm doing all of this for, it freed me up in such a big way. Because I know that if I bounce anything I'm doing off of that person, then I know that I'm doing it the right way and I'm doing it for the right person. So I'm never afraid to show up, right? That's my ideal person. Michelle is always going to listen to me. Michelle is always going to be there to watch my live, to hear me out. She's always going to be curious about what I have up my sleeve. She'll always click on my links. She'll always think that my idea is a great idea. But she'll always be down to buy what it is that I'm offering because I'm not going to offer her junk or things that are not up her alley. Therefore, here we go. The fear of creating wrong content, showing up wrong, not being prepared for a live, I have to let those things go. Did you hear what I just said there? Did you hear it? I have to let them go because I'm not perfect. I have fear sometimes too. I wonder sometimes like, how is this going to go? Do I really want to talk about money? Yes, I want to talk about money because I want to educate on how, like how. And I hope you're getting that again, so much of the success is not the fact that I go live. So much of the success is not because I have an email list. My success is not because I do. It's the way that I do. It's the way that I do. But all of these things work together to create a confident digital marketer, to create a confident business person, to create someone confident in what it is that she sells, right? To create, again, confidence, right? In knowing that I can't fail. I can't mess this up. My success is certain. The only question is how big do I want to take this? How much success do I want? But my success is certain. And I remember I heard one of my good friends say this many years ago. It was 2020. I was on one of her challenges. And she said, and I thought I was so bold, but I was like, but she's right. And I've taken that mindset on since then. She's like, if I end this challenge, and I think she said something like, I don't need any of you guys to buy from me to make money. I was like, what? Because like, if you look at it, right, the essence of doing like a workshop, and let's say you have 100 people that are tuning in, like we know in order to be like to make money, someone has to say yes. But when you take the fact that you've got to be the one to say yes, I don't care if there's 100 of yous. When you take that out of the equation and you detach yourself from the fact that her digital lemonade has to say yes for me to make money, right? Or Shantae has to say yes for me to make money, or Relaxation Life has to say yes for me to make money. When y'all don't matter to me in that way, your business changes. Again, you become so much more free because now you're not pent up on, right? A condition of yes. You're like, but my yes is already out there. Again, maybe out of these 100 people that tuned in this week, again, if we just throw stats out of it, maybe these 100 people just were 100 people that just weren't down for this. Period. Do we make that mean anything about where we're going? Do we make that mean anything? Or do we still, again, fall back on everyone that's going to pay me this year? So let's say you have a goal of 200,000 this year. And you know that takes 400 customers paying $500 to buy your course. Let's say you go live, or let's say you do a week-long workshop and you have 100 people that are there and no one buys your course. Does that still not mean that your 400 people are not out there that are going to buy from you this year? Absolutely. That does not change anything. They're still out there. The truth is still the truth. So you just rock on knowing the truth is still the truth. The 400 people are still out there. What are you going to do to bring them to you? Are you going to go be a prolific content creator? Are you going to show up every single day? Because maybe you're like, at this phase, that's what it takes for me. I'm a small brand. I don't have a big audience. I don't have a big email list. But guess what? I can change that if I just show up daily. If I show up daily, I'll get views daily. I'll connect with people daily. The opportunity to build my email list, right, will grow daily. The real opportunity to make money will grow daily. So can we first just make that decision that we're not going to be the factor that loses in our business? Someone say, ouch. Can we just make the decision that we're not going to be the factor that's losing in our business? Because it's not your email list that's letting you down. It's not the content that's letting you down. It's not the platform that's letting you down. It always has to come back to you. Because if you're the one that's setting the attitude for your business, so if I can say in one breath, my business has to bend to this attitude. If my success is locked in and my success is certain, and I'm showing up with all this pop your collar energy and my business has to bend to that energy, Well, what happens when you have suck win energy and you're wearing a loser shirt every single day and you're the element that's losing? Well, don't you think the same rules apply? Your business has to bend to that as well. So why choose to be that element in your business? Why choose to be the losing element in your business? Why not choose to be the pop your collar energy in your business? Do you guys see how, again, it's these little things, it's these little tweaks. We can't attach truth to one way and not truth to the other. We can't say that my business is on top of the world when I'm on top of the world, but yet when I'm feeling like crap, that my business should still yield me top of the world results. No. When you're on top of the world, your business is on top of the world. When you're feeling like crap, likelihood is your business is in the craps as well. So again, it comes back to, wait a second, I'm so responsible. I'm so responsible for where my business goes. I'm so responsible for the energy in my content. I'm so responsible, right, for the connections that are made. I'm so responsible for the energy and the vibe of my community, the energy and vibe of my email list. I'm so responsible. So when you show up as the winning element in your business, then guess what? Everything begins to bend towards that. It's got to, because you're only infusing winning energy. I really hope this is not too much, but I do, but like I said, I really believe the person that needs to hear this, you're getting everything out of this that you need to either get started successfully on this journey, right, or to begin to change things. Because I'm telling you, when I look at, again, like the first 2 days of February, over $3,000, it's like I was telling my husband, it's not something I celebrate. Like, I don't celebrate the money. I'm excited, like, ooh, like I get to work with Candace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, ooh, I get to work with people. Ooh, my community is growing. Like, ooh, I get to help more people win. Because to me, the dollar sign is a byproduct. The human is what matters. Her digital lemonade is what matters. Like, her saying, yes, I'm ready to win. That's what matters. Because I'm like, I'm doing something right to attract all of these people that want to win. I'm not trying to call in money. I'm trying to call in people. And because I'm calling in people, the people that have the money, right, they pay for what they want, and that's the money shows up. The money's just a byproduct. So again, I even separate myself from the money aspect. And again, that's, if you think about it, put it all together, that's why the numbers don't matter to me. That's why how many people are amongst me doesn't matter. It's because I understand Candace is one person. It only takes her saying yes, right? And this, again, this is not to disrespect anyone for investing, but if you take the same mindset to your business, it changes things. For my business, and it can be different for yours, someone buys my main product, that's $500. So do you see how, if I'm more excited about the connection that Candace had with my business and that influenced her to say, yes, it's time for me to win, it's time for me to go for it, and that equals $500 in revenue in my business, it really is a secondary celebration. The money has to transfer to me if I'm calling in people that want to go where I'm going. So my highest responsibility is making sure Candace hears me. My highest responsibility is the connection where Candace is like, say less stuff. Yes, I want this. Like, this is exactly what I want. Because if I make that my top priority in everything that I do, if I'm prolific in my content because the connection is most important, if I have systems set up for automation so that when Candace wants more information, she could click a link, get more information, get educated without me even knowing, and self-elect, if I have all of these things set up inside of my business because I realize, right, Candace is out there, or whoever is out, or Michelle is out there, and I set the stage, I set the table for her, and she comes to the table because of everything that I did, The money is only a byproduct. I'm not chasing the money. I'm not doing all of these things to stack the coins. Yes, you guys, like everyone, I love using those phrases like, let's stack the coin, let's secure the bat. I do. However, there's nothing about my business that screams that. There is nothing about my business. My business screams people, right? My business screams people, connections, calling them in, making them feel comfortable that I can be the person or that I can have the thing to serve them, to inspire them to make the decision they want to make anyways, because they didn't come to me or show up on my channel without the desire to make money. They didn't show up without the desire to want to get started in this way or to level up in this way. They already had the desire. I'm just creating the content that's like, hey, boo-boo, now's the time. Like, it's perfect. Like, the water's fine. Like, jump in. That's my responsibility, is to let them know the path is clear. I got you, right? This course has got you. Everything you need is here. And then to say, this is what I've been looking for, and to jump in. That's the responsibility. That's what everything that we do is for. It's not to, again, you keep saying things like, I'm calling in the money. There still is an energy to that. And as long as you're saying that and thinking that, you are disconnected from the main factor in your business, which is people. Yes, Candace, your business screams people. Yep. All right. So did I nail the importance, right, of getting solid on your target market and the person that you're talking to and the importance of it? Remember, you guys, money has no senses, right? Like, I could sit a $100 bill right here, and there's nothing I can do without touching it to make that $100 like jump into my bank account. You realize that, right? Like, I can't transmute this $100. There's nothing I can do to move this $100 bill. Now, if one of you has $100 in your pocket or on a debit or credit card, and I inspire you and I empower you, and I say, this is what I have to sell, and it's only $100, and it's going to change your entire life. And I give you all of the reasons, and I sell you, like, literally, I sell you. And you're like, yeah, that thing that Steph has for $100, that's worth way more than when the $100 is in my pocket or that's on my debit card. I'm going to take this debit card out because this $100 is worth far less than what she has to sell. Do you see what happened there? I can't move the money. Write this down. But I can move the people. I can't move the money. The money just has no senses. But I can move the people. So it's so interesting to me when people try to do so much to remove themselves from people in their marketing. They try to do so much to remove themselves from people in their marketing. And I'm not even talking about the faceless movement. There's nothing wrong with it, literally, if you know how to market. Nothing wrong with it. But when we try to, I'm an introvert, so am I. But I realize my business only goes round because of people. So the more connected I am to people, the more that I'm like, hey girl, hey, guess what? The more the people with the senses and the desires and the you know, this is what I want, the more that they realize I have what they want or what they need, and they decide to give me their money because I've moved them. So write it down. You move the people will move the money. You move the people will move the money. And who are you to say what content is going to do that? Why would you not get out there every single day if you understood that? Do you see how it's these little things? If I move the people will move the money. So it seems kind of stupid not to be out there every single day trying to move people, trying to inspire people, trying to talk to people, trying to empower people, shedding light onto people. It seems stupid. But again, if we don't have these truths, if we really think it's about a link, if you really think people are buying from links solely, If you really think you're going to go make $3,000 in 2 days from a link, sadly mistaken, unless you're spending so much money on ads, unless we're talking about the huge law of large numbers. And for the average person, which is generally who my market is, that's just not realistic. It's just not. And you're going to see again as I share some things. All right. So again, I got solid on my target market, right? And the people that I'm talking to. All right. Mindset number one. All right. 2 things, then we're done. Mindset number one. I give expecting to get a return. I used to always hear people saying, like, just give and don't expect to get a return. Just give big. No. I give expecting a return. I give because I believe I'm setting the table for people. I believe, like, I am not saying buy a ticket ahead of time and not know anything about what I'm serving for dinner and just be pleasantly surprised. No, what I believe is that I show up and I say, hey, y'all, tonight we're having ribs, we're having macaroni and cheese, we're having, salad, we're going to have some wine. And you're like, I want that. That sounds amazing. I want that. I've set the table. I've told you what to expect. I told you, come with the empty stomach because we're going to fill it. This is everything that you're going to expect when you get to my table. Therefore, I'm not going to cook all that food and expect nobody to show. That's stupid. So I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to do videos. I'm not going to send the emails. I'm not going to give big. I'm not going to prepare my business and give in a big way and not expect to receive in a big way. So my first mindset of my business is, Steph, you've got to give big. Do you want to receive big? Do you want people that have the resources to pay you, to have no apprehensions about paying you, and to be excited and to be hungry because they know what to expect? Absolutely. I want them to know the table's already been set. This is what to expect. Come with an empty stomach because you're going to leave full. That is what I want. Because I want people happy to pay me, glad to pay me, right? Knowing like this, I'm giving reason to pay because I want some ribs. I cannot wait. Take my money because I can't wait to get ribs. So I don't follow that philosophy, just give. No, I give big because I expect big. Okay. So for me, again, why would I not show up daily? Why would I not talk about what I have to offer daily? Why would I not share all the modules? Why would I not tell you what to expect? Why would I not tell you the kind of money that I'm making? Why would I not tell you how I'm doing it? Why would I not tell you the inside game of my success? Why would I not? Because I want you to say, I want that too. I want to do that too. I want to learn to do everything that you're doing. Well, I've set the table for you, right? Your ticket is $500. Your admission ticket is $500. Do you see how that changes the whole selling game, the whole mindset of selling? Because I'm not selling. I've set the table. I've told you what to expect. And if you want it, you pay for it. Do you think that would change the game for any of you guys that sell anything? If you stop trying to play this cat and mouse game when it comes to money and it comes to making sales. It's like walking into a car lot and the car lot being empty and the car salesman saying, just tell us what you want. And you know what? We'll just give us all the money. And then, come back here a day later, the car will be here. No, it's a no-go. You go to a car lot, you get to pick the car, you get to see the car, you get to smell the car, you get to drive the car. You get to even add specs if you want to. Well, why should business be any different? I want people to experience as much as possible. So I make the buying decision a breeze. I make the buying decision like, of course I'm going to buy from you. Of course I'm going to buy this course. I want all of these things. And I know I can't get it, right, by just going out there and just hoping, wishing, and praying or watching a bunch of free YouTube videos. You guys, believe it or not, the way you choose to conduct business, okay, I'm talking to 2 people here. As a business owner, the way that you choose to conduct business and the expectation you set for making sales, because that's what it is. You're not making money. You're making sales. Again, even changing that mindset around what you do is different because you can't make money, but you can make sales, right? You can connect with people, inspire people, and cause them to want to buy something from you. Cha-ching, you made a sale. When you start to understand the dynamics for how you expect business to happen online, if you were to bounce that up against any sales dynamic on the real world, right? On outside brick and mortar, like buying a car, why should the expectation be any different? Buying a house, who buys a house unseen? Not most people. Who buys a car unseen? Not most people. Who does anything unseen? Not most people. Not most people. Not even our meals. Everything we get to touch, feel, experience, to some degree, we know what we're getting. Why would you try so hard to avoid letting people know what they're getting and what this is all about, no matter what you're selling? So when you have that same expectation, right, believe me, the way you show up and what you do in your business changes. And then you're no longer surprised by the money because, again, you've set the stage, you've set the table, right? And you're going into your business differently as a business owner, as a real business owner, not some internet marketer that expects to pull money out of thin air. Because people are still people. Their buying habits are still the same buying habits. They still don't want to just throw money away into the unknown. So the more human you can be, the more you can show up, the more that you can share, the more that you can stop pay gating. Because you give big, you will receive big. Okay, now let's talk about it from a consumer standpoint. The consumer, right? Okay, so I'm talking to you as a consumer now. Why are your expectations so different when you come online? Why do you expect something for nothing? Why do you expect someone to set the table, tell you everything that's here, and for you to say, nah, I'll just go out there and I will, I will go get a cow and I'll go get the potatoes and I'll go, gather the lettuce and I'll go get this. I'll just make my own dinner. I'll go plant the seeds. You realize that is what you do when you say, this is what I want. And someone says, I've set the table. It's all here for you. It's all here. All you got to do is, all you have to decide is that, pay the price for the meal. It's all here for you. And you're like, no, I want to go get the cow and I want to get the potatoes and I want to grow the lettuce. And it's fine that I'll end up having this whole meal, but it will take me maybe a year. Because I'm going to go piecemeal together everything that I need and wait for it all to be ready to cook or ready to kill or ready to pluck, whatever. The expectation consumers have, or people that want things have when they come online, is absolutely unfair. It's absolutely unreasonable. And it's not real in the brick and mortar world. And it's not real here either. If you say you want something, be prepared to buy it. Be prepared to pay for it. Because you're either going to pay in time. So unlike the brick and mortar world, yeah, you can decide to piecemeal everything together. But how fast do you want it? When do you want it? Versus realizing the table's been set, everything's there for you. All you've got to do is decide to invest in yourself, right? And begin to partake. You set your business up that way, again, as the business builder, again, things change because people will discover you and they'll realize the table's been set. That's how they'll see it. Again, and as the consumer that has that unrealistic expectation of something for nothing, remember what I said earlier. The masses are failing. That's the mindset of the masses. The masses believe they can get something for nothing. The masses believe in push button. The masses believe they don't have to actually learn in order to make money online. The masses are making those kind of decisions and have those kind of thoughts around business and success. So if the masses are failing and that's their behavior and that's their way of navigating all of this, why would you adapt that? Why would you do that? Just because the herd is going that way and doing that, If we know they're failing, why would we do it just because they're all doing it? Why not do what the rare few are doing that are actually winning? They're actually making money. They're actually having success. That are actually paying their bills with internet money. Why would you not do what? Why would you not take their suggestions? Why would you not adapt their behavior? Y'all, I know this is deep, but this is real. And for the person that's ready, you're either receiving it as a business person differently and you're going to change your business, right? In terms of like the way that you show up. Or if you're someone on the outside looking in and you've been wanting, maybe it changes your mind around your unrealistic expectation of what you've got to give in order to get what it is that you want. Can't say you want transportation, but you're not willing to invest in a car. You can't say, right, you want to become a nurse and you're not willing to go to nursing school. You can't say you want to become a chef and you're not willing to go to culinary school. It's unrealistic to do it there. It's unrealistic to say, I want to make $100,000 a year, but I don't want to learn digital marketing. I don't want to learn the business of online business. Unreal expectation. Why the masses are failing. Why the masses spend more time searching, consuming, versus learning and doing. Big difference, big facts. It's real. It's real. Mindset number 2, messing this up is not an option. I've just come to the point, I can't mess this up. I can't say the wrong thing to the right people. Like all of these things that I've heard over the years, they just keep coming back to me. I can't mess this up. One live stream's not going to ruin my business. I mean, if I do a live stream and I feel like, oh, I botched that, or I said a wrong word, it's not going to ruin my business. One thing I do is not going to ruin my business. I can't mess this up. Therefore, I will go heavy on the action taken. I will go heavy on showing up. I will go heavy on all the things that most people are stalling out on, because I can't mess this up. If I can't mess this up, you've given me the green light to go hard. Now, no one said you go hard in the paint, you won't get fouled. No one says you bite down and move forward, you're not get punched in the face, right? No one said that bad things won't happen to you. But what I know is I can't mess this up. Therefore, like I'm literally going for broke in my action. I'm literally going for what I know. Again, I want you to even look at that different now. What's going for what you know? I know my success is certain. Therefore, I know with all of my going, I am going for what I know. I'm not blindly going. I'm not going because of a trendy thing. With everything that I do, I'm going for what I know. When I go live, I'm going for what I know. When I do my videos, I'm going for what I know. My success is certain. There is no lucking up. There is no guessing. There is no hoping. I'm going for what I know. When I send an email out, when I send 5 emails out in a day, I'm going for what I know, right? I can't mess this up. Messing up is not an option. So again, you see how you take the practical of what you do. And when you have these 2 mindset shifts here, you spend less time wondering if what you're doing is right or wrong. You're just doing. You're doing. Because you know in all of your doing and the energy and attitude behind it, right? It's fueling what you know. You're fueling the success that you know is imminent. That's already there. It's not even imminent. It's already there. You're just doing the work to actually catch up to it. It's almost like you're paying it back. So I really hope this has helped you. Let me know if you've been here. I'm gonna take a sip of water. All right, for anyone that is like, Steph, like, yes, give me the course. Let me in, right? With the course that I've been talking about off and on throughout this, you also get my mentorship. All right, so you get my mentorship hub. Right now, we are doing an amazing online business growth blitz. Day by day, I've been dropping off amazing lessons to help you in putting the bits of your business together. You get access to office hours every single Tuesday where you can ask questions, get guidance, get feedback. You can connect with me like in real time on Zoom, right? You could just say, Steph, I'm popping in to say hello. I just got started, wanted to say hello. I show up to support you and to help you and to remind you are not in this all by yourself. And then we also do bonus hangouts and bonus trainings. We did a bonus hangout on the 1st of February, and that basically I laid out the breakthrough game plan. So anyone that wants a breakthrough, that is what you want to watch. You're just getting started, I still encourage you to watch that because it's going to help you get a very, very fast start, right? No matter where you are. All right. So the course is going to allow you to learn digital marketing, learn the business of online business, help you get set up for online business success, gives you a marketing system, gives you a marketing funnel, teaches you how to create content, teaches you all of the pertinent platforms, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, how to create content on those platforms, how to do online marketing, how to paint a vision for your business, everything you need to know to go from I know nothing, Steph, right, to making your first 6-figure year, to making your first $10,000, to making your first $5,000, for having your first $50,000 quarter, whatever your goal is, right? This course helps you go from knowing nothing, right, to being able to accomplish that and everything in between. So that's your knowledge base, that's your training, and I'm your mentor. And the mentorship is free. Could easily charge thousands of dollars for my mentorship alone. But it's my way of giving to be a support for those that are willing to step up and say, you know what, my business success and where I want to go, it's absolutely worth $500. I don't know digital marketing. I don't know the business of online business. It is absolutely worth developing these skills so that I can lock in my success, so I can finally learn exactly what to do. That's why I say you take the first step and I got your back. All right. So the details are down below in the description. If you've been hanging out like this entire time, I went live like at 2:05 or so. So, over an hour, let me know if you're leaving better. Let me know if this has been helpful. Again, there's a lot of people out there talking about their money they're making. All right. To make $3,000, right, in my first 2 days of the month, right, I wanted to show up big. And I was really led to not just talk about I create content, but I wanted to really share the inside game of my success and why I'm just different, why I get the results that I do, why in all of my doing's just different. It yields a different result than a lot of people out there. Again, the masses that are failing. And it's the stuff the gurus are not talking about, or they're only talking about it, right, to their higher inner circles. But these are the things that more of us have to get if we want to stand a chance of succeeding online. These are the things that really tie it all together. All right. So I hope that you're leaving better, right? I hope this gives you great insight. I hope you took a ton of notes, and I hope you decide to take action. All right. Again, if you're ready to get started, you would love to get your hands on this course and or learn more about it. The link is down below in the description. GoProWithSteph.com. Again, when you get the course, you get my mentorship included for free. So once you get the course, just hit reply on your email and say, Steph, I am in, or email me directly. Let me know, Steph, I'm in. I'll make sure I get you plugged into the mentorship hub. Would love to connect with you and see you on our next office hours, which is this coming Tuesday. All right. So again, all of the details are down below in the description. Just click on it. It will take you right over to my site. Get all of the details, right? Get started. You can pay with PayPal. You can pay with debit or credit card. You can do Afterpay or Klarna if you want to split up your payments. Really great way to get started. So there you have it. Many ways for you to decide to get started. No matter how you get started, right, you get everything up front. All right. And the brilliant thing about our business, guess what? We will set you up to help you be able to attract people the same way, right? If you want to be able to offer payment plans in your business, our system will show you how to get set up so you can accept payment plans in a very simplified way with no risk on your part, which is huge. So all of the skills and everything that you'll develop from this course, guess what? No one can ever take away from you, and it will just help you build upon your success. You'll just become better. All right. So I am here for you. I hope you're leaving better than when you came. If you're newer here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on notifications. I cannot wait to see you inside of the course and the community. And ultimately, I look so forward to celebrating your success. I truly believe, because I'm not one of these gurus, I'm not one of these big influencers, Like literally, like I am here for the person that has not made their first $10,000 online, or that hasn't made their first $100,000. Like whatever your goal is, if you know you want to lock in a solid business, you want to grow a solid business, I am here for you. And so I do love sharing my results because I believe that if I could do it, then anyone can do it. That is why I try to be as real as I can about the inside game as well as the practical game. So if you see anything that's missing in what it is that you're doing, you can fill those holes, right? Fill those gaps and give yourself like an honest opportunity or an honest shot of actually winning. All right. Not many people are out there doing it, or they're making you pay right before you learn all this stuff. No, again, I want to set the table. I want you to know what's on the menu, know what to expect, so you feel confident laying down your money, knowing, and you can just dive right in once you've gotten started. All right. So thank you so much, our Digital Lemonade. This was helpful. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys have a fantastic Saturday. I will see y'all around the webs. Again, take action. Cannot wait to welcome you to the community. Bye-bye.